Well, it is week 8 of high school football season, and this week we are taking the score on the road to Bettendorf High School.
But before our News 8 sports team scatters across the area to cover all of those games, Matt and Kory are here on GMQC at 11 to preview tonight's big game. Hi, guys.
Shelby, you're right. You talk about us scattering around the area. You will be one of those crews scattering about the area. We'll have your assignment too. And a lot of big games tonight, 20 of them. A big game here at Tuvel Stadium as it's Cedar Falls and Bettendorf. Bettendorf needing a couple victories to try to get into the playoffs at the end of the year. And when you talk about these two teams, Cedar Falls and Bettendorf, we're usually talking about the Unidome. Two great programs in the state. We're joined now by the athletic director here at Bettendorf, Shay. And we'll just kind of start with that. It's such a great tradition. You've been here now for your second year to take over at Bettendorf and to be part of this program, a program that I'm sure you knew a lot about before you got here.
Without question. I mean, that's why I wanted to come to Bettendorf because of the rich athletic tradition. Tonight's going to be a big game for us. We're 3-4 right now with an opportunity to play a very good Cedar Falls team that's 5-2, and mathematically, if we can, win this game and go on to win our next game against Davenport North, we have a possibility to make it into the state playoffs for. Many years we've done it for a lot of consecutive years and want to keep that streak alive.
Sure.
You're new to the traditions here at Bettendorf, new to everything here, but what have you enjoyed the most about Friday nights and football here, especially being an old football coach?
Well, without question. I mean, you look around today, I mean, it's a beautiful stadium. I mean, we got beautiful weather. There's going to be, a great crowd here tonight. Watch a great football game. I mean, you look at our lower levels, our freshman team's undefeated. We're going to have our sophomore team out here tonight who's undefeated. And, so things are looking bright for the future. And, we're looking for a great atmosphere tonight.
You mentioned things looking better for the future. You can see this Bettendorf team getting better as we go throughout and it may not have shown up with some wins, some close losses and stuff, but is that the fun of coaching and now maybe being an athletic director watching from the outside in? That's what you love, is watching teams get better throughout the year, and that's happening here with Bettendorf, isn't it?
Without question. I think it happened last year, and I think, I'm a defensive guy. Coach Wiley's a defensive guy, and you can see that every game, our defense is continually playing better, and our offense has gotten better as the season has went on. So we've played great defense all year, and I think, being a Hawkeye, I mean, that always keeps you in the game. It keeps the games close, and it always, you're within striking distance. So, hopefully our offense can put it together tonight, and we'll find a way to get that victory.
Knowing your history and pedigree of coaching, being an athletic director now, is it hard to step back from the field and not get involved on Friday nights with what's going on in the field?
A little bit, but being at Bettendorf, there's so much stuff going on. I mean, you got all this stuff in the press box. You got to make sure you're managing the field, and from an operations standpoint, there's just so much going on. With the athletic director position. But every once in a while, you'll sit there and you're look at a play and, what would I do in this situation? You're kind of, as a coach, you're kind of always questioning what you would do. And so you got to take a step back and look at things from a different point of view.
As a coach, you come down and you see Merv's statue, and then Randy Scott's actually walking behind us, and then Aaron Wiley. So you're talking about 3 coaches in 50 years. That's hard to do, especially in today's day and age where people want instant success and instant gratification. That says something about this community. 3 coaches in 50 years.
I mean, without question, you go in that weight room, which is a beautiful weight room with the windows overlooking the stadium, and you go in and you look at all the championships won, and the great players that have went on to play college football. And, I got to play with Tavian Banks, who went on to play in the NFL. You got Pat Anger, who did the same thing.
Let's not get carried away with him. He's average at best. Average at best. No, go ahead.
But, the tradition just carries on. We just had Griffin Little go, he was a Hawk now and multi-state champ in wrestling. So, that's part of my job, is to keep the tradition going, but even try and elevate it to another level, if that's possible.
Do you enjoy that part of it, to see these young men, freshman-wise, and then get better to their senior year and then find out that they are able to play in college? Is that part of the excitement as an athletic director, to see their growth over the years?
Yeah, without question. I mean, I think, our weight room program, I think that's kind of what separates Bettendorf, is what they have done over the years. And you can just see that we'll have 150 kids in there any given day, which you don't always have that at the different high schools you're at. And I think that's where it starts, and you see those kids come in as a scrawny little freshman, and then you know, by the time they're a senior, they're a grown man. So it's fun to watch that development.
We're running out of time, but I got to ask you real quick about, it's pretty good to be an Iowa Hawkeye right now, isn't it? You enjoying that?
So I coached college football for a long time, and you know, you're worried about your own team, you have your own problems, but now being back here and being in high school athletics, it's awesome when the Hawks are relevant, especially in this area. So, you know, last weekend was unbelievable. I wasn't a Hawk fan in 1985. I was probably an Illinois fan, being from Galesburg. But, you know, we're so excited. Me and my wife are going to go tomorrow and watch the Purdue game, which I'm a little nervous about because they beat us you know, last year. So I hope they're back on track and focused for tomorrow's game. But yeah, it's an exciting time.
Best of luck to your Bulldogs. Best of luck to your Hawkeyes. Zach Shay, the athletic director here at Bettendorf. Guys, we have the score coming up tonight at 10:35. Please join us then. We'll throw it back over to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much, guys.